Guys, so today I will show you how to make a sweatshirt or crew neck. So yeah, let's get started. So here I was opening packages for all the things that I am going to be using to make this sweatshirt. So I bought thread, and measuring tape, and also sewing clips. And I also bought some fabric. It's a fleece. I bought an olive green color, and it is a CVC material, which is a combination of polyester and cotton. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to have a measurement of your body, and you can follow this template, like the size you want, and I chose the size M. So these are my measurements. I drew it on my iPad. So this is the size chart. Glued together computer paper that I don't use anymore. It was from my high school and I already graduated last year. And I'm gonna make a pattern from this paper. So I fold it in half and I basically start measuring and drawing all the measurements that I got and transfer it on the paper. Adjust however you like what type of sweatshirt you want to make. You want to make the oversized one, or it's up to you. I want to make the oversized one. So I ended up tracing my other sweatshirt that I already have because it was hard to make patterns like from scratch. So I decided to copy it from my older sweatshirt to make everything easier. So if you already have a sweatshirt, just trace it on. It's gonna be really easy and a lifesaver. And here I was making the sleeves. I just traced it on the paper and I cut it out. So I transfer it on the fabric. I used my pencil to trace it on, and here I was doing a lot of adjustments so then the sleeves can connect with that part. Yeah, just do a lot of adjustments. I would recommend you to use a chalk that are meant for fabric, because here I was using a pencil. I didn't have a chalk and it was really hard. And I cut on the neck part because we're going to do the front part of the sweatshirt. So here I was tracing and tracing. This thing took me a lot of time because the pencil basically didn't work. So use a chalk if you have one. Don't be like me. You're gonna struggle. Okay, so I cut out the fabric, leaving some seam allowance, maybe like a centimeter or half an inch. It's up to you. So I cut it out with my scissors. So I got everything done, and the next thing you want to do is you want to lay your fabric a good side facing together. So here I was laying the back of the sweatshirt first, followed by the front part of the sweatshirt, right side together. Next, I took my sewing clips and I clipped it on the shoulder to secure everything in place and not move around. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to sew on the shoulder part. Just follow the lines. I already sewed it in place, and if you want, you can serge it. I don't have a serger, so I used a technique. It was a zigzag stitch, and then in the center of it you just sew a straight stitch. And next you want to attach the sleeves, and I was using my sewing clips again. It's really useful, and I think it's better than sewing pins. It's forming like a semicircle thing. Just always follow the lines that you drew. So yeah, here I was sewing the sleeves with my sewing machine. It's a pretty simple and traditional sewing machine. Also, disclaimer, I am not a pro, I'm a beginner. I'm also learning how to sew. So let's learn with me together. I actually wanted to buy the full cotton fleece, but I don't know, it's hard to find. So I bought the CVC one. Kind of disappointed, but it's pretty warm. It's kind of good. Here I was trimming out some excess fabric to make everything neat. And then I also serged. Here I was serging my sweatshirt, and it's basically just a zigzag stitch at the end. And in the middle of the zigzag stitch, I straight stitched it. That's what I saw from YouTube, and it kind of worked. So don't forget to always backstitch every time you start and end a stitch. This is to lock your stitch. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to stitch it from the sleeves to the body of the sweatshirt. So we're gonna connect everything. Forgot to record the part where I sewed everything, but yeah, forget about it. At least you get the idea, right? So yeah, just connect everything. Okay guys, so now we're on to the last step. So we're gonna connect, we're gonna add this band thing. So here I was measuring and stuff, thinking how long I want the band to be. I'm sorry if there's some kind of noise. It was my brother. So I think I wanted it to make around 7 centimeters. And I folded it like this. Now, this thing is really expensive. It was $8 for that amount of fabric. Not worth it, but whatever. So I already got all the measurements and stuff. This is for the waist area. And also don't forget to make the neck part and the wristband. So here's I was folding the fabric and stuff. I actually want it to be longer, but due to this amount of material, I had to reduce the size a bit. A lot, actually. So here I was making the wristband, like measuring it out, and blah blah blah. And I cut it everything with my scissors. This scissors is not that sharp, but it's not that dull. So it was a crafting scissors, not a sewing scissors. Okay, so now we're gonna attach the band onto this sweatshirt. Actually, this band thing is optional. You don't really have to, but I want it to look like a real sweatshirt, like a common sweatshirt, you know. So yeah, let's attach it on. So I sewed it, and I don't really know how to explain it, but you just put it on like the inside. Also, my sweatshirt is right side out right now, so I want to sew it on the right side. I hope you get what I'm saying. I can't really explain this. Also, the band can be smaller or like shorter than the actual sweatshirt to make that poofy effect. I already clipped it in place, and I also folded some part to make it neat. And yeah, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna sew it together. Ha ha ha. What? Why am I doing this voice? Next, we're gonna attach the neck, and it's basically the same thing, just like the waistband. So I clipped it and I sewed it in place. Here I was doing the wrist, and just like the same technique. Okay, we are done. Oh no. Here I was doing the other wrist part. I think this is the left wrist. Just clip everything in place and sew. And yeah, here I was ironing the sweatshirt to make it neat and flat. Alright guys, that's it. We are done. It was easy, right? So yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye!